Hi, I'm Deidre, and we're here with my miniature poodle Who. Now, somebody asked me, how do I go about introducing the oils to my dogs? Well, I like to give them the respect of choosing the oils that they would like to have put on them, and oftentimes they're a little bit more intuitive about what they need than us just kind of choosing an oil. And the nice thing is a lot of the oils, you can have several different oils that you can use for a similar incident or problem, and by sharing those oils with them and letting them choose, I think you get better results with using the oils. And then plus, who really wants to have an oil on them that they really don't care for the scent? So again, just be respectful to your dogs. Alright, so dogs do have a much more sensitive sense of smell than we do, and so I don't usually like to just open the bottle of oil up, take the lid completely off. Oftentimes I'll just kind of crack it a little bit and let some of the scent come out, and they definitely can smell it just fine. So the one that I find that a lot of my dogs like is patchouli. So I'll introduce it to Who and see what his reaction is. Oh, he's looking at the cat outside. Who? You want to smell this one? Here. So when I opened up the capsule, it was a little bit too strong for him, and as you can see, he's trying to get away from it. So right now he really doesn't want to have patchouli on him or around him, so I'm not going to use that oil on him. Let me call him back really quick. Come here, come here, come on, you're fine. Okay, go ahead and sit down. So we'll try a different one. We're going to try frankincense to see what he thinks of frankincense. So that's still, I may not use this oil on him. He is a little bit concerned with what's going outside, so he's slightly distracted, but there he kind of came back. Now he's laying down. So that to me is an indication that it's an okay oil to use, and that he may actually enjoy it. So then how do I apply it to my dog once they've chosen an oil? A really popular technique is called raindrop technique or aroma touch, and that's where a series of oils is dripped along the spine of your dog's back, and then you would rub it in. But what I like to do to begin with, before I know how my dog is going to react to the oils, instead of dripping the oils directly onto them, I do what's called a petting technique. So you're going to take a couple drops of your oil, put it in your hand, rub your hands together, whoops, go ahead and sit, and then let me turn him around or sideways, and I just rub it in along the fur. So this is the petting technique. What this does is it basically kind of dilutes the oil, so it still gets into the skin and it still has some benefit, but it's not quite so potent, and so it gives you time to see how your dog reacts to that particular oil. Some of the oils can potentially cause a reaction just depending upon the dog. Some dogs are very, very sensitive to the oil, so this is just a really great way to introduce them in a gentle way. So that's how I like to introduce the oils to my dogs. And the reason why we work along the spine is because if you're familiar with meridians at all, this is the governing meridian that runs along here. And by applying it to the governing meridian, it actually helps disperse the oil throughout the body. You can also start at the governing meridian. Once you've gone up the spine, then come back and rub the oils down their sides. and just in a petting fashion. They tend to enjoy this technique. Yeah. And then if there's any other oils that you'd like to apply that day in your either Aroma Touch or your Raindrop technique, whichever term you prefer to use, you would have your series of oils lined up, and you would just repeat this process for each of the oils. All right. So it's frankincense today. Yeah.